Hey guys, and welcome to episode 17 of Surg's Skyblocks. I'm sitting down here in my metals factory, and you notice my smeltery is gone. Well, after last episode, I kind of liked the way that it worked, but I didn't like the size of it. The other thing is after I cleaned up that silver that killed me, it actually left a tombstone for me, so I was able to get all of my gear. And you might have noticed that there's a little trench of lava here. And that's because, well, I want to still set up my metals factory. I just want to do it a little differently. So what I did was I actually made 9 crucibles. Now, the difference in this, doing it this way, is it's not going to double my output like the smelteries would, but it's going to be a lot more compact. And you know what, if this is running all the time, I don't really need to double my output, and I'd rather have a little bit extra space. So I have now 9 smelteries, and I wonder if I can do 10. Let me check something. One of the things that I was having problems with was osmium. I wonder if osmium will go into the crucible. Nope. Okay. So that won't. So 9 it is. And I also have some casting tables. Now, I'm going to want a few more. Luckily, I have a whole bunch of seared bricks. And I had them because I was going to make more smelteries. So now what I can do, instead of doing more smelteries, is just like this, and I need... There we go, 9. And we can throw the rest away. Or at least in this chest. One other thing that I did change, thanks to the comments, I don't know why I didn't think about it, but I set these up with filters, whitelist. So now all of these item ducts are nice and cleaned up, and everything's still going to go where it needs to go. I have sand going in this one, dust going in this one, and gravel going in that one over there. So what I'd like to do now that I have all these casting tables, is let's go ahead and just go ahead and take away these stone bricks, and I want to put casting tables all along here. That's going to make a little bit of a mess downstairs, so I won't go down there for a second, at least till that lava goes away. And I should have a whole bunch of ingot casts, and that should be plenty. I might have a few too many. Yeah, I think I do have a few too many. Now the nice thing is we still have that smeltery, the smeltery bricks, so I can go ahead and make a smeltery, in here if I wanted, just for use for tools and things like that. So there we go. So we have 9 crucibles and 9 casting tables, all with 9 ingot casts. And I wonder if that lava's gone. And of course I have 9 source blocks of lava under these crucibles. So what I can do now is I can actually take these fluid ducts and go just like this, and connect them all up. Now I am going to need a little bit of covers here, so it's just as easy as going through and just blocking each one off. And then now all we need to do is go ahead and wrench these in place, so that way they're outputting. And I do want to install pneumatic servos. Now the nice thing is I have a whole bunch of pneumatic servos. And wow, it's really stormy. So we can go through just each one And I mean, you can tell that already this is so much faster for me to set up than those big smelteries. And then same thing here, we'll just do item docks. And we're just going to run off of this pipe that we already have. Wow, someone's angry. Now, because of the way that we're doing this, we are using more pneumatic servos. But, you know what? I have a whole bunch of them already made. I'm not really hurting. Oh, wait. Oh, where you... No, you're not supposed to be going anywhere yet. Okay, we need to disconnect it. Yeah, you're not supposed to go anywhere. Where are you going? I put pneumatic servos there, but I didn't tell it what it's allowed to have. So let's go ahead and do that now. So, for the iron, we're going to want... let's go ahead and get these out of my inventory, or out of my hotbar here. We're going to want some broken iron, some crushed iron, and some pulverized iron. So let's go ahead and set up the first one here with iron. And it's as easy as doing just like this. And that's it. It knows these 3 types of iron can go into this one. So I can throw that in there. And since we have gold, let's go ahead and do gold next. And we'll do the same thing, whitelist, gold, gold, and gold. Now, I don't have to worry about these mixing by doing it this way. So I can do them right next to each other and nothing's going to happen. So here's copper. And we'll whitelist it. And then we should have, let's see, we have iron and gold. So here's tin, but I don't have any broken pieces. And osmium's not going to go in there. Well, let's throw these back in here. So broken tin, pulverized tin, and let's see if I have any crushed tin. There we go. And then, well, we might as well do, let's see, that's gold. Yeah, let's do lead. So lead, lead, lead. And then that's osmium, so silver. And you know what? I'm going to throw this stuff in here. I don't need it clogging up my inventory. So I'm going to need crushed silver. And we might as well grab the nickel since I have all 3 types of those. Do I have any crushed silver? I don't see any. Well, you know what? I'll just have to add it when it comes to that. And then platinum, platinum, and platinum. So let's set up, let's see, this one's copper. So we'll go ahead and do tin. And then the next one we'll do as lead. And I'm kind of arranging these in my inventory so I don't double one up. And then silver. Now we only have the 2 types, so I'm just going to put those up. And I want to whitelist these. And then here, nickel. And then platinum. And what do we have left? I'm going to have to check the chest to see what we have left. I know we have osmium, but again, that won't go in these. So let's see, aluminum. That's what we're missing. So it looks like, as far as the setup here, sorry about that, my video stopped recording for some reason. But as far as this is set up now, we're only missing the 1 silver. So what I should be able to do is just go ahead and throw all of this stuff in here. And at least what'll fit. Yeah, that looks like that's about it. I don't want the stone brick covers in there. And so what we should be able to do now is go ahead and hook this item duct right back up. And it should now start outputting all of this stuff. So all of this is set up, and I just need to tell these to go ahead and ignore redstone signal. So that way they start pulling stuff out. Now, like I said, this is not going to double my output, but for it to be fully automated, I'm not really concerned. So what we should start to see is this stuff make its way into here. And it looks like there's iron, so that should go into this first one here. Yeah, that's perfect. And all of the iron should go into here. Even the dust, and then, yeah, that looks like it's all iron. And what's... oh, okay, so here comes some gold. So if this is all set up right, when the gold comes down here, the gold should go into this second one. That's perfect. And it'll go ahead and melt down, and when it gets a full ingot, it will go ahead and just have it sit here for right this second. So now with this setup, I no longer actually need these right here. Everything's going through the same pipe, and the only thing this chest is here for is a buffer. It's going to make everything a lot nicer when it comes to setting up things like the trash can. So let's go down here, and what we want to do is now we want to manage pulling everything out. Because once it makes the ingots, then obviously we need to get them out of here. So we should be able to go right to here. And again, I'm going to need a few more pneumatic servos. And we just need to wrench these so that they're outputs. And then now, just ignore redstone signal. And we should see, there we go. There's our first ingot, our second ingot, and we should start seeing more as we go down the line. Now, obviously it has to get to these later metals, but, you know, for right now, it's doing what it's supposed to. That's awesome. What's bouncing back? Oh, okay, those are the ingots coming out. And the only thing going down this line should be the ingots, and that's because it's going to make its way and find the barrel that it goes into. Now, there's a few things that I wanted to mention as far as the pack. One, I'm going to make sure that all the mods are updated now. And so I'll be doing that over the next day or so. So if there's an update to the mod pack, that's why. The second thing is, I have heard you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and install Iron Chest and Java. Now I'm going to leave factorization in, and it's up to you whether or not you actually want to use it. But the reason that I'm going to leave it in is mainly for this guy right here, the packager. Because, you know what, without a packager, now there is an option to do something without a packager, and that's the cyclic assembler, but that requires power. And if we already have a block that'll do it for us, and you know what, factorization's already in the mod, then there's no reason for us to take it out. The other thing is I'm going to be doing 30-minute videos. So let's go ahead and get these running. And the reason that I'm going to be doing 30-minute videos is because I'm actually going to be putting more games on my channel. So I definitely like you guys' feedback on whether or not you like them. Let me know which ones you like, let me know which ones you don't, and, you know, just let me know how I'm doing. You can also suggest any games, or anything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of time, and I'm going to wait for this chest to go ahead and empty out. I wish there was a way I could tell it to pull out faster, but I guess this works. So, like I said, I'm going to let this go ahead and empty out, and then I will be right back and see how everything's doing. So I've let a little time go by, and if we look down here, we can see everything is running smoothly. There is nothing coming back, so that means that nothing's getting backstuffed, which means everything has a home, which is exactly what I wanted to see. Now, there is a few things that are still left in this chest, and that's one nice thing about having a buffer chest here. And I added another item duct, so that way it pulls out 2 items at a time. I may not need it now that the chest is empty, but, you know, I'll leave it there anyway because it seems to be working just fine. So this crushed silver ore, we already knew we wanted to do something with it. So let's go ahead and find which one is silver. And I think okay, so this one here. So let's go ahead and tell this it can accept crushed silver ore. So now we have all of them set up. So if we throw this crushed silver ore in here, it should get pulled out just like everything else. There it goes. And it'll find its way to its crucible. And it looks like, now some of this stuff obviously is a little jam-packed, like this tin here, but it'll clear out. It might just take a second. And the aluminum is pretty packed too, but some of this stuff I did put in manually, which is fine. So now everything's running smoothly here. We just have one last thing we need to take care of, and that's this stuff, the osmium. And to do that, I'm going to need a couple of machines, and I'm kind of looking at where I can potentially put... Well, you know what, let's make the machines first. So I have a pulverizer, but that's not really going to help me. And I did put uranium here in this barrel. I don't really have any way to process it just yet, so I figured might as well store it in a barrel. So that way later on we have a good stock of it. And everything else, you know, should have a nice place to go. We're doing pretty good on diamonds too. I might need to start making diamond tools. How's our dirt? Our dirt's doing really good. So what I need is one of the reasons that I'm keeping factorization in. We want some packagers. So I really need 3 packagers. So I'm going to need a couple of pistons, and I should have everything here to do that. So there's that there. We'll just go ahead and throw those on top, and I'm going to need a couple of redstone and a couple of iron. And this will get us our pistons. And I believe it was, yeah, just regular pistons, not sticky. So I'm going to need 6 pieces of iron as well, and a couple of crafting tables. No, that was right with 3. So let's grab 6 iron. I really should put a crafting table over there, but it really doesn't matter. And the rest is just cobblestone around like this. So there we go. 3 packagers. We're also going to need a way to cook up the osmium. So if we look at furnaces, we have a couple different options. Iron furnace, that uses coal. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, I can always have it use coal. But I think I'd like to use a redstone furnace, since I have plenty of power. So I'm going to need a machine frame, so 5 more iron there. Redstone reception coil, 2 copper, and I'm going to need some bricks, which I don't think I have any. And I used up all of my clay to make the porcelain. Oh, and you know what? We don't need any of this stuff here anymore, so let's go ahead and grab this stuff and we can take it downstairs too. And a little bit of redstone, a little bit of copper, and we might as well go grab, let's say, what, 2 dust while we're down here? Which I needed to come down here for the dust anyway. So we can go ahead and throw all of this stuff in here. And I know some of it's probably osmium, but that's okay. And our dust barrel is, or our dust is being sifted right here. So let's go down here and grab 2 dust. And you know what? Let's just grab a little handful. And, oh, I think my buckets are in here. No, my buckets are on me. Okay. Apples. I do have to say, setting up a forestry farm early has really helped me hold off hunger. Oh, and these are already full. That's perfect. Whoop. Oh. And this is how I've been basically making clay, is I have these 2 set up here, mainly for clay. So it's easy enough just to leave them full of water. And there we go. Because they're going to fill up when it rains anyway. So I just need to break 2 of these. And I don't think I have a shovel. So we just need a few bricks. So I'm going to let these cook up. And while they're doing that, I'm going to need 4 pieces of glass. And this extra clay, I think I'm just going to throw it right in here. And we can go ahead and make our machine frame and our redstone reception coil. And it's just like this. These, and then the furnace. Oh, I need 1 more piece of redstone. And then let's see how these bricks are doing. Okay, so they're about half done. So redstone, and then we can go ahead and just do these in our inventory here. 2 more. Now while it's doing that, let's go ahead and set up these packagers. And since we already have the line here, let's just go ahead and set this right here, and I want to disable this for right now. And here, and I want to disable this one. And then here, and I want to disable this one. At least for the time being. I don't want anything going in there. And it looks like our osmium came out anyway. And it'll probably get to here and bounce back. No. Looks like it tried to put the iron there. So what's stuck in here? Okay, so there's osmium stuck in here. And I should have a couple of pneumatic servos. So what I want to do anyway is I want to tell this that it can whitelist this crushed osmium, and then now we can go ahead and turn this into an input. And then here, it's just got a whole bunch of stuff stuck in it, and I need to get up there. And I should probably set this up first, but I kind of need to make sure to be able to get up here. So there we go. We can do broken osmium here, and it doesn't really matter which what we put where. And then here we want pulverized osmium, and we're whitelist that one. So let's go ahead and oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, nothing should be going in there. So what was this, pulverized? So pulverized osmium, and we're whitelist that. And we'll go ahead and tell these that these can be inputs now, but only for those items. Everything else already has a place it can go. So I should be able to just throw this stuff right back in here. Exotic seeds. I thought I told someplace for pulverized osmium to go. Yeah, pulverized osmium. And then this one's broken. Oh, exotic seeds went in there. So now, it's at least making the osmium ore, sand, the ore gravel, and this should make the ore dust. Exotic seeds. You know what? I don't need these. I have one, I believe. And they're just jungle saplings. So let's go ahead and tell it to put the exotic seeds in the trash can. And now our bricks should be done. And I'm just gonna check. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of exotic seeds, so if it trashes more than what I have, that's fine. So, redstone furnace. And so we're gonna need a couple things for a redstone furnace. First, we're gonna need power. So I have some hardened energy conduit. And I think I'm gonna put it right along the same line. So let's see. I should be able to run it just right off of here. And, okay, not that far. So we want our pulverized furnace here. And I want to not let anything go in there just yet. So let's go ahead and install our servo. And we want to tell this that it can whitelist the osmium ore sand, osmium ore gravel, and osmium ore dust. So the sand, dust, and gravel. Now what'll happen is, because it'll only have one place that it can go, if we get extras and say this is full, it'll just back stuff into these packagers. So now we can go ahead and set up the packagers, and I want to tell them that these are outputs. And I think I'm going to need another servo. Yep. So ignore redstone signal, and I need one more servo for that. And here I want to tell this, that clear that. This is an input, and the output we're put on the bottom. So we can go ahead and, now this one I don't need a servo, I just need to wrench it so that way it's an output. And since we already have this one set up, now it's fine to be an input. And we're just connected just like that. So we can go ahead and let's throw the sand in here for right now. And then when we come back down, we'll go ahead and set it up, throw the other stuff in there. So let's grab one more pneumatic servo. Which I'm going to need a little bit of iron, one piece of redstone. I like making these in batches, but since I know I own aluminum, since I know I only need one, then there's no point in making more than one right this moment. And we can just go ahead and install this one. And ignore redstone signal. So now I should be able to throw all of this in here. And any ingots that get cooked up, they already have a barrel. So they're going to go right where they need to as well. And see, here they go. And they should bypass all of these machines. And if we watch, it should, I heard a packager go. I wonder if it was packaging osmium, or if it was it was probably packaging the, what is it, the quicksilver. Yeah. So everything's running perfectly. And you know what? I can even throw this aluminum in here. It should get sucked right out. And okay. Do we have a problem? Yep, looks like we have a problem. What is the problem? This is backstuffed with aluminum. I wonder if the ones that we have in the barrel are a different kind. It's unfortunately one drawback of barrels. Tin, yeah, aluminum. So let's... I want to pull it out. There we go. So now there's aluminum in there, the right kind. So we should start seeing everything get sucked out, and we shouldn't have any more backlog. Yeah, see, the ingot's gone. So what I should be able to do... Oh no! I can't put those in there. I might have to set up a smeltery just to melt this aluminum down. Well, you know what? I think It's fine for right now. Aluminum is not one of those things that I'm going to need a lot of. So maybe I'll just put this in a different chest. So now our automated system for metals is completely that. It is 100% automated. Unfortunately, I do think we are at the wrapping up point for this video. So next episode, what we'll do is we'll come back and see what other resources we can probably collect. I hope you guys enjoyed, and with that, I will see you guys later.